So we have this problem. Symmetric cryptography gave us strong confidentiality, but how do two parties share a secret key if they've never met? You can't encrypt the key with itself, that's circular. The exact limitation stalled cryptography for centuries, but then public key cryptography changed everything. It introduced this radical idea. Encryption and decryption use two different keys. In this module, we're going to explore that breakthrough and how the RSA algorithm made it practical. So public key cryptography relies on a key pair, a public key and a private key. The public key is only shared open with the world, and the private key, well, it's kept secret. If someone encrypts a message using the public key, then only the private key can decrypt it. This reverses the traditional shared secret model. It allows secure communication without first exchanging a symmetric key. After all, I can share my public key with anybody, and as long as I keep my private key sacred and secure, it can't be decrypted. At the heart of the RSA is a number theory. The algorithm depends on the mathematical difficulty of factoring large composite numbers. Two large prime numbers are multiplied together to form a modulus. While multiplication is easy, the reversing of the process, factoring, is computationally expensive. This asymmetry between easy forwarding computation and hard reverse computation creates a security, and RSA leverages this imbalance. RSA encryption involves modular exponentation. A sender takes a plain text message, converts it into a number, and raises it to a public exponent modulo the receiver's modulus. The result is ciphertext. The receiver uses a private exponent to reverse the operation. Without the private key, recovering the original message is computationally infeasible. So one critical reality: RSA is slower compared to symmetric encryption. Public key operations require large integers of exponentation. AES, by contrast, operates extremely efficiently in hardware as well as software. For this reason, public key cryptography is rarely used to encrypt large data streams directly. Instead, we use secure message exchange using symmetric session keys. That hybrid approach combines efficiency with secure key distribution. In a typical secure session, Alice generates a random symmetric session key. She encrypts that session using Bob's public key, and Bob decrypts it using his private key. Now both parties share a symmetric key that no eavesdropper can recover. From that point forward, they switch to a fast symmetric encryption for actual data transfer. This hybrid design powers HTTPS as well as many other protocols. The security of RSA depends on key size. Modern deployments commonly use a 2048-bit encryption key or even larger. As computing power grows, recommended key sizes actually increase. In an efficient factoring algorithm or quantum breakthrough emerges, RSA could actually become vulnerable, and cryptography constantly evolves in response to computational advances. Remember, security is never static, it just adapts with technology. So public key cryptography solved the key distribution problem by symmetric systems could not. RSA demonstrates how mathematical asymmetry enables secure communication, and in practice, the public key and symmetric cryptography work together in a hybrid system. This combination balances scalability as well as performance.